Guess who? Yeah, I know you know who I am by now. But I wanted to do this video wearing this t-shirt because I was really proud of getting on the school board. However, I've discovered since that time that what I thought it would mean to be on the school board is not what has happened. My goal was to help make a difference in the ability of the students to have a quality education and for teachers to understand they had someone on the school board who could empathize and stand up for them. Well, I've tried that and none of it's worked. In fact, it seems like the more I try to stand up for the students and the teachers, the more highly disregarded I become by other board members. I've tried to think about why, and the only thing I could come up with was there are only two of us now. In the beginning, there was only me, but there are only two of us now who actually have educational backgrounds. I've spent over 20 years teaching, so I know a little bit about how the educational system is supposed to work. I have not seen how that transitions itself at each point. I also worked for the district for a little more than a year. So I was able to see from the inside, and now I'm seeing from the outside that there's lots of work to be done. I'm one of those people that recognize that if you don't acknowledge a problem, you can't fix it. I don't sugarcoat anything. I won't sugarcoat the truth. As a friend of mine used to say quite often, I'm straight up without a chaser. Some people can't handle truth. I already know that. They would rather I lie. I'm not going to say something is awesome or it's great or let's jump up and down for joy when I know we really have reason to grieve the situation. There's certain things I cannot say and won't say because, again, it's a matter of integrity. People have pummeled me figuratively on Facebook about the things I've said about some of the school board members, but let me explain something to you. I said in another video that I read every agenda packet that the city council puts out. And I was doing that before I was on the board. So now that I am on the board, I read every page of our agenda packet. And I was just absolutely stunned when I discovered there were members of the board who didn't even know how to access the agenda packet. I hope that's been resolved now because it's been an issue. And there are some people who resent me for making that issue aware for other people. But I just think if we're going to do this and we're going to act with integrity, we have to be our very best. Not that we're perfect and we won't make mistakes because all human beings do. But I'm not going to take a position, elected or not, and just sit in a chair to fill a space. I really care about these kids. And it's unfortunate too. I attempted to volunteer last year. I told the principals if they needed me to let me know. All of a sudden, we were put into a situation where, now it's a matter of being cleared through superintendent's office to even volunteer to help someone, even though I got through the background check. I knew I would. It was on file. And even this year, I contacted the principal because I thought she might know the answer to a question I had. And yet, that information was presented to other board members as though I had committed some offense. I don't know why. But here's the real problem. There can be no trust without authentic relationship. And there can be no authentic relationship without trust. They go hand in hand. And if I can't trust you to do what's right, we're not going to have a great relationship. I'm not the type of person that just wants to hang out with people just to be hanging out with them. I have to know who I'm dealing with. I have to know that those people are on the same page as I am. No, we don't have to agree, but we should also be able to disagree agreeably. And in this situation, I have to admit I've never been treated so badly because of my tendency to vote no on items that come up for discussion because I know they are not in the best interest of the district. And I will vote no if I don't think it's been thoroughly discussed and reflected upon by other board members. People can take this video or what I say any way they want. I will speak the truth, and I've said this in writing. Maybe some people will hear it that didn't want to read it, but I will say I will speak the truth, and I will stand on the truth if I have to stand alone. And most of the time with this board, I am standing alone.